When I turned 92, people started asking what my secret was. But the truth is there's no secret. I'm not a doctor, a fitness coach, or a health nut. I'm just someone who paid attention. Over the last 30 years, I found a few simple habits that help me stay healthy, clear-minded, and mobile. If you're over 60 and wondering how to feel better each day, I'm here to gently share what's worked, not perfectly, just honestly. Let's start with something simple, but powerful. How you begin your day. As we get older, mornings can feel slow and heavy. Many people tell me they wake up groggy or stiff with no energy to even make breakfast. That's often not age, it's oxygen. Our lungs and circulation naturally get less efficient over time. If you're feeling low energy right after waking, it might be because your body needs a better way to switch on. I've seen this firsthand in my work with older adults. One man I met, Charles from Oregon, was 78 and used to describe his mornings as muddy. He'd wake up feeling like his head was full of fog, barely able to think straight. Another, woman Carol, 81, from New Jersey, said her mornings felt like a mountain climb, even before she got out of bed. Neither of them had any major health issues, just this constant morning fatigue. We started trying something simple together, gentle breathing and movement the moment they woke up. Within a week, they both called me with the same message. I feel alive again. It didn't solve everything, but it was the spark they needed to get going. One of the easiest ways to wake your body is to sit up in bed, place your feet flat on the floor, and take 5 slow, deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Then gently roll your shoulders, tilt your head side to side, and stretch your arms. It's not exercise. It's a reminder to your body, hey, we're still here, let's begin. Even just a few calm breaths can change the way your day unfolds. Think of it like turning on the lights in a cozy room. You're giving your body and mind the signal that today is worth waking up for. You deserve to feel awake, not just alive. Another thing I always recommend is starting the day with a warm glass of water. It might not sound like much, but hydration is one of the most overlooked keys to feeling good, especially as we age. Many older adults don't feel thirst the same way they used to. The body becomes quieter about its needs, but the need doesn't go away. Dehydration can sneak in slowly and bring all kinds of trouble: confusion, constipation, fatigue, even dizziness or low blood pressure. A few years ago, I met Lorraine, 84, from Michigan. She was sharp and independent, but kept telling me she felt off in the mornings. Her balance was getting worse, and she struggled with digestion. After talking, I realized she wasn't drinking much water, especially not early in the day. We started small, 1 warm glass of water right after waking up. No ice, no fancy bottles, just a gentle start for her stomach and kidneys. Within a couple of weeks, her mornings felt steadier and her digestion started improving. Another man, Bill, 79, from Arizona, added a slice of lemon to his water and said it helped him kickstart his appetite and stay regular. What often helps is drinking 1 full glass of warm water as soon as you wake up. Not cold, not hot, just warm enough to feel soothing. If you want, add a slice of lemon or a pinch of cinnamon, but plain water is perfect too. Do it before coffee, before breakfast. Make it your first small act of care each day. Water is life, and giving your body a gentle drink each morning is like saying, here you go, I've got you. You might not notice the difference on day 1, but over time it's one of those quiet things that keeps everything else running smoother. Now let's talk about something just as important as food or water: connection. Many older folks I work with don't realize how much loneliness can affect their health. It's not just emotional, it shows up in the body too. When you go days without talking to anyone, your mood sinks, your memory gets dull, and even your immune system slows down. The heart and mind are built for connection, and when that's missing, everything starts to feel heavier. A while back, I was visiting a man named Harold, 88, in upstate New York. He'd lost his wife a few years earlier and told me, "The house is so quiet now I can hear my own thoughts echo." He didn't have much family around and phone calls were rare. I gently suggested he try one small thing: reach out to someone once a day, even just to say hello. At first he said he didn't know who to call, so we made a short list together. A week later, he called his old neighbor, then a cousin, then a friend from church. Each call lasted just a few minutes, but by the end of the month, he said something I'll never forget. "It's like I'm waking up again." Another woman, Denise, 76, started writing postcards to her grandkids once a week. She said the act of writing gave her purpose, even before they wrote back. One of the simplest ways to feel more alive is to connect with someone every day. You can call a friend, leave a voicemail, send a text, or even write a short letter. It doesn't have to be deep or long, just real. A thinking of you is enough. You don't need a reason to reach out, because being alive is reason enough. Your voice matters. It carries your warmth, your wisdom, your love. When you use it, even a little, you remind the world that you're still here, and you remind yourself, too. Something else I've seen make a big difference is simply stepping outside. As we age, it gets easier to stay indoors, especially if the weather's not perfect or our energy's low. But our bodies and minds still need fresh air, sunlight, and a change of scenery. Without it, days start to blur together, and that can quietly wear down your mood, your bones, and even your sleep. One of my favorite clients, Irene, 73, from Colorado, goes to spend most of her days inside watching TV. She told me she didn't feel steady enough to walk much and was afraid of falling. But after her doctor gently encouraged her to try just 5 minutes on her porch each morning, she agreed to give it a try. She started sitting with her coffee, wrapped in a warm sweater, just watching the birds. 2 weeks later, she was walking, down the driveway and back. A month after that, she was taking short strolls with her neighbor. She said it wasn't just the movement, it was the feeling of being part of the world again. Another man, George, 80, in Florida, began gardening in small pots on his balcony. He said the light and breeze helped him sleep better at night. One of the easiest things you can do is spend at least 15 to 20 minutes outdoors each day. It could be on your porch, in your backyard, or just sitting near an open window if getting out isn't possible. Early morning light is best, but any time is better than none. You don't need a plan, just let the sky be your ceiling for a little while. Even the smallest breath of fresh air can lift your spirit. It's like the world is gently reminding you, you're still part of something bigger, something beautiful, something worth stepping into again and again. And here's something many people overlook: what you think about right before bed. Nighttime is when the mind likes to wander, and if we're not careful, it wanders into worry. For older adults especially, thoughts about health, family, or regrets from the past can quietly steal sleep away. Over time, that lack of rest affects everything: your memory, your immune system, your energy. But what if you gave your mind something gentler to hold? I remember talking with Margaret, 86, from Pennsylvania. She told me her nights were filled with what-ifs and memories that made her heart heavy. She would lie awake for hours, staring at the ceiling. When I asked her what she thought about before closing her eyes, she said, "Everything that went wrong. We tried something simple. Each night before bed, she would say out loud 3 things she was grateful for. At first it was hard, but soon she found herself saying things like, 'My granddaughter's laugh,' or 'the way the light came through the window today.' It didn't fix everything overnight, but she started sleeping deeper and waking up calmer. Another man, Henry, 90, began writing his thanks in a small notebook by his bed. It became his quiet ritual. What often helps is taking a moment each night to name 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big. Maybe it's a warm blanket, a call from a friend, or just making it through another day. Say them out loud or write them down, whatever feels right to you. Gratitude is like a soft pillow for the mind. It doesn't erase the hard things, but it gives you a place to rest that's a little softer, a little lighter. And you deserve that peace. Every night. If even one of these tips felt helpful, I'd love for you to share it in the comments. Your words might help someone else feel less alone. And if you'd like more simple advice like this, go ahead and subscribe and tap the little bell. You're not alone in this. You are stronger than you think. And life, even now, still reaches out its hand. All you have to do is take it, one small, kind step at a time.